This is a No and Go Storm Alert. Here's Jonathan O.
I'm meteorologist Jonathan O, reporting to you from Tokyo with a No and Go Storm Alert. We are continuing to monitor very strong Typhoon Jebi as it continues to move toward the north and eventually making its way into the western and central portions of Japan. Here's a look at the satellite imagery for the past 6 hours, and we can still see a very well-defined rotation associated with this storm. And you can tell by some of the clouds further out over near Okinawa that they're also starting to get some of the impact from this, but the main core is still off of the land areas and are located right over the waters south of Kyushu, which is located right here on the top part of the screen. Here's a look at the statistics, and I want to give you an update on this. Very strong typhoon, movement to the north at 25 kilometers per hour. It will continue to pick up its speed in terms of its momentum toward the north once it gets caught up in the jet stream pattern that's located right over the Korean Peninsula and really driving up toward the north and east. Wind speeds of 162 gusting to 216. So this is a powerful storm. Pressure of 945 hectopascals. The last time we had landfall with a very strong typhoon in Japan was back in 1993. That was 25 years ago. So we haven't had a storm nearly as intense in making landfall since then. And by the way, this would be the fourth storm this season that would have made landfall, and it would be the most powerful one as it comes on shore. So here's a look at the tropical tracker. We're expecting the storm to continue moving through the overnight period. By around 3 a.m., still located south of Kyushu and Shikoku, going through around 9 o'clock in the morning, still south of Shikoku. And then by the time we go into the midday hours into the afternoon, let's say around 3 o'clock or so in the afternoon, we're expecting it to likely make landfall. Maybe even before that, if it clips some of the outer portions of this peninsula, it may actually clip it in the process of make landfall a little bit earlier than that. But nevertheless, it is expected to make landfall during the daytime hours on Tuesday and then eventually moving out into sea as we go into the early part of Wednesday. For those of you who are located toward the Kinki and Tokai regions, you need to be prepared for some significant rainfall. Some estimates bring the rainfall totals to as much as 700 millimeters of rainfall during the duration of this storm, with some of the areas further out ranging anywhere from 200 to maybe even 500 millimeters of rainfall, anywhere between the Chugoku region all the way into even the western portions of the Kanto Koshin region. We could be dealing with some of the higher totals. So here's a look at the wave forecast, and notice as we go into Tuesday morning at around 9 o'clock Japan time, wave heights could be as high as 10 meters. Don't go anywhere near the waters. Please stay away from the coastal areas. You want to get inland as much as possible, especially for those of you located on the eastern portions of Kyushu, near Miyazaki Prefecture, and then also located all along the southern portion of Shikoku and even along the peninsula, the Kinki Peninsula. You want to be on the lookout as this storm really will push those waves up, looking at the storm surge to be a significant issue. All right, let me break this down for you, tell you what you need to know. Tokyo, we're going to be dealing with rain as we go through the day, with winds really picking up as we go through the afternoon and evening hours. 29, rain, thunderstorms. Can't rule out the possibility of a tornado. We're talking about those strong winds as we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Wednesday, during the morning hours, also seeing the strong winds and the rainfall. We'll eventually see some clearing, and then we'll see sunny skies as we head toward the latter part of Wednesday into Thursday as well. So the key time period, Tuesday, especially by the afternoon, evening hours into the early part of Wednesday. Now, Nagoya, you're also looking at a similar timeline, but you're likely going to see even stronger winds because of the fact that you're just going to be a lot closer to the typhoon. So be on the lookout for some significantly stronger winds where you are. Some places, especially closer toward the typhoon itself, can see gusts exceeding 200 kilometers per hour. Looking at rain, thunderstorms, again, can't rule out the possibility of tornado with this particular storm. Tuesday during the day into Wednesday. And then by the time we go into the afternoon hours, things should start to calm down and we should be seeing dry conditions coming up on Thursday. All right, Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, all of you located into the Kinki region, listen up. You are the ones who are going to be right under the gun with this particular storm. Tuesday morning into the afternoon is when things are going to really ratchet up, and it's going to really come on real quickly. So you want to make sure that you're prepared for this particular storm in your particular region. I don't want to scare you, but I do want to let you know that you need to be prepared, because this storm really is going to be targeting your general area, and you'll be the closest to the eye wall as it starts to come on shore. 33 for the high. Rain thunderstorms extending throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. By the time we go into Wednesday, it should jet out and we should see things clearing up. So we should not be as concerned about the stormy conditions once we get into Wednesday. But Tuesday is going to be the critical time period. Wednesday, we should be seeing a little bit more in terms of sunshine. We'll be seeing the hot and humid weather returning as we go toward Thursday. Hiroshima, further toward the west. Now, back in July, Hiroshima prefecture got really hit hard with the heavy rainfall. We had another system rolling through just a couple of weeks ago into the central and western portions of Japan, and we're looking at, once again, for some heavy rainfall likely to take place. Tuesday, rain, thunderstorms really picking up. You'll be getting the backside of the storm more likely because you're on the western side, so not nearly as intense as what those in the Kinki region will be experiencing. Nevertheless, you need to be on the lookout for rain, thunderstorms, really wind strong throughout the daytime hours into the evening hours, and then we should be seeing some improvement by Wednesday into Thursday. Now, for those of you located into Hokuriku, listen up. You need to also be on the lookout for the storm, because you just got hit with some very heavy rainfall during the second half of last week, Ishikawa Prefecture up toward the north and east. You're going to be dealing with another powerful system with torrential downpours and strong winds coming up as we go throughout the day on Tuesday into Wednesday. Especially for the latter part of Tuesday into Wednesday, you need to make sure that you are prepared, because if there are any types of landslides, mudslides, evacuations, you want to be prepared to move around quickly as much as possible. Know where your safe locations are, because this storm is going to bring that threat as we go throughout the next 48 hours. So let me recap for you what you need to know about Typhoon Jebi. Looking at heavy rainfall, strong winds, possible tornadoes with this particular system, and we're expecting the timing to really take place during the day on Tuesday morning into the afternoon hours, and then we go into the evening hours extending into Wednesday morning is when we're going to see the real peak of this system as it rolls through the Kinki, Tokai, and Chugoku, Shikoku regions. Then as it rolls over the Hokuriku region, moving its way toward the Sea of Japan by Wednesday, eventually it will make its way up to near Hokkaido as we go toward late Wednesday to Thursday. And that's when we're going to see the system weakening into a tropical low. So make sure that, especially for those of you in the path of the storm, the reason why this is so important is the fact that, like I mentioned, we haven't had a storm this strong making landfall in Japan in 25 years. So you want to make sure that you have your supplies prepared, all ready to go, and make sure you know where your safe locations are in the case you need to evacuate. Please stay safe. This has been a No-Go Storm Alert. I'm meteorologist Jonathan O reporting to you from Tokyo.